What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. We got my buddy Jamie Slays here to teach some more metal. This time it's Metallica Creeping Death. He's gonna break the whole thing down, but if you wanna get deeper into it and learn the solo, you can check his channel in the description below. All right, without further ado, Jamie Slays, let's see it.
Hey everyone, it's Jamie from the Jamie Slays YouTube channel, here again with Marty Schwartz at Marty Music, bringing you another metal riff lesson. In today's video, we're going to cover Creeping Death by Metallica from their album Ride the Lightning. Really old song. I wasn't even alive, I don't think, when it came out, but it's one of my favourites. It's very hard if you don't do a lot of downpicking. There's not a lot of room for mistakes. You've got to kind of be on it. You've got to be a riff master. You've got to be a shred master. I might do a video on my channel where I cover the solos specifically, because this video is just the riffs. It is a hard solo. I have learned it before, but I suppose I could try and teach it to you. I'm using my ESP M2 with Fishman pickups in E standard, because that's a very Metallica looking guitar and they play ESP, and Kirk Hammett has an ESP signature line that he plays. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna break it down, don't be afraid. I'll play it slowly and then I'll see you at the end where we'll talk about it some more. Here is Creeping Death by Metallica. Here is riff 1 of Creeping Death played at normal speed. Here's riff 1 of Creeping Death played slower. Now, depending on what version of the song you're listening to, live or recorded, the tempo of that song can vary. The live version, they play it quite fast. So if you want to get your right hand chops up, maybe start with the slower pace and then work your way up. So the riff, it goes like so. We have some down picks on the open E string. Then we have the power chord of 7, 9 and 9 starting on the A string. Then we play some more open notes. Then we play that chord again. And move down to the 5, 7, 7 power chord on the A string as well. Then we basically repeat the same section, but we have some kind of staccato stabs like so. Then we go down into the main riff, starting on the 5th fret like so. So that's the 5th fret power chord, 3rd, 2nd, open E. Here is riff 2 of Creeping Death played at normal speed. Here is riff 2 of Creeping Death played slowly. Here's how you play riff 2. I'll break it down for you. So there's a lot of downpicking in this song. You can alternate it if you like, but I tend to downpick because Metallica, downpicking, that's the rule. James Hetfield said so. We start on the low E string, And then we play 2 and 2 on the A and the D string, almost as if you're playing an E chord, but we play them independently, like so. You can do it with 2 fingers if you like, but it's easier if you bar the 2 frets with 1 finger. Then we play this nice little run here, which is 2-3, and then 2-3-2-0. But they're kind of like legato hammer-on pull-offs. And it can be quite fast when you play it up to speed, so again, work it up from the slow pace so you can get it up to speed, either live or recorded versions. Here is Riff 3 played at normal speed. Here's Riff 3 played at slow speed. So I'll just break that bit down for you. It's not really its own riff section. It does kind of come out of Riff 2 and just have a variance, but I felt like it was easier to break it down a bit. Here are the notes again. So we go into lots of down picking, open E, into the 3rd fret power chord, and then we do the 2nd fret. It's up to you whether or not you play the whole chords or just the root notes. You don't really have to play. You can just play but if you at least hold the chord, at least you might accidentally hit both strings. Then we go to a similar bit as Riff 2. Then we hold out an open E chord, and then we have 2, 4, back down to 2 on the E string. So we have 2 and the 4 power chord on the A, up to the 4-6, and then the 2-4 down on the low E. Then the section basically repeats 1 and 2 again. Then we basically repeat 2 and 3 again. So we have the main riff. Then we have the second bit. But we then go into what would, I guess, be called the chorus. So here is the chorus riff played at normal speed. It comes out of this section. Here is that chorus section played slowly. So I'll just break it down slowly for you and show you the notes in that chorus section. So we come out of an open E chord, and we have 3 downstrokes of the open E. Then we slide from the 3rd fret power chord on the A string up to the 5th fret power chord. Then we don't play any kind of down picks, we just slide all the way up to the 8th fret and the 7th fret, and then we keep that one held out, so we have this so far. Back to those down picks. New section, 8, 10, 7. So the chords are the 3 and the 5, 5 and 7, 8, 10, 7, 9. Then we do the 3 and the 5 again, and then 8, 10, 7. And it ends on the similar riff as before. So if you listen to the whole song all the way through, it's pretty much repeats of the same riffs until we get to the guitar solo. Here is the riff behind the guitar solo played at full speed. Now the riff behind the solo is quite long, so I'll just break it into sections. Let's slow down that first bit before we move on. So the slowed down version sounds like so. Now let's break down the notes in those sections. So, as you may have noticed, the riff is very similar to the main riff except for one adjustment. So here is the main section. And then the new bit, which starts in the A string, open A. So that's open A, and then the 2 on the D and G strings. It's kind of like the A chord. The main riff is on the E, and move up to the A, so. And that last bit is the 3/5 power chord. Then he plays the similar bit as before. Which is the 3 power chord and the 2 power chord with 0 open notes in between. Then we go back to the chorus riff, which is still behind the solo. So if you missed that bit, go back to the previous section where I've already covered that bit, but the final bit that's slightly different, when it ends, it goes like so. Like so. Let's play it slowly. That final bit where you slide down, there's no real note choice. It could be up here, it could be here. You're kind of essentially just sliding down the neck. The final bit of that is the same as it was before, 2, 4, 2. But the slide, some of the tabs will say it's from the here, some will say it's from here. So 7 and 9, or 12 and 4. But again, it's more like, it's kind of just dragging a power chord down. Then we go into one of the best bits. So here is the interlude, I guess, at full speed. Here is the interlude played slowly. So this section is kind of similar to the chorus bit, So you may be able to hear the chords that are in it just by listening, but I'll show you what they are. So we start on the 7 and 9, down pick, 8, 5, 7. That is 10 and 12, 8 and 10, 7 and 9. So again, like this. Now, if you listen to some of the live versions, they play it like this. So you may notice the only difference is I think it makes it sound better, but again, if you're going to play the original version, play it the original way, and the live version, which they do in Kill 'Em All as well. There's slightly variation versions. So when we come out of that section, we have a similar riff to the main riff. So here it is full speed. Here is that section played slowly. So the chords of that section are as follows, same as the main riff, 0s and 2s. Then we have either or. There's two different ways of playing it. The new wave of British heavy metal, I think, played a lot of 7 and 9 chords instead of open chords. Or you can play it here. You can play both if you're recording both, because one of them might have done one on the left and one on the right. So again, or. But it's quite hard to get there from here. Then you do, which is 0, 1, 3, 5. So E power chord. Then we have the 1, which is the F power chord. Then we have G. Then we have A, I think. That's my limited theory knowledge. Then I think we repeat riff 2, 3, and 4, which is the chorus. And then we go into one of my favourite sections, which comes out of the chorus. So I'll show you how it comes out of the song. Here is that riff at the end of the song played slowly. And here are the notes. So we essentially play the main riff of the song, which is the 0 and 2 riff. And you bring it out and then play 2. Then we play the same thing again, but on the final note we go to a 3. And then the last 2 bits will be 0s. Played together, so both strings, A and the D. Then we go into one of the final riffs of the song. Here it is, played at full speed. Here is that same riff played slowly. are the notes as follows. So we start on 2 open E strings, palm muted, 7 power chord, 5 power chord, 3 2. Then we do 3 2 again, and then we have a slight open A, but we palm mute it, so we kind of choke it off. Whenever you hear a kind of, that's a kind of rest note in between, so there's not really a note there at all. In some tabs it might be an X because you're just palm muting. Same with this section. In some ways you can also kind of chop off that note as well. So those are the chords. And they are 7 9, 5 7, 3 2, 3 2, open note, palm muted, 3 2, 3 5 again, sorry. Then we have the final riff of the song played at full speed. Here it is played slowly. So that section, as you can probably recognize, is the same as the intro riff, the down picks with the 7 power chord. Only difference is when you come out of the 5 3 2, the tempo does drastically change and it goes into a kind of crescendo, or the opposite of a crescendo, kind of like a live feel where they kind of like when you see a band live and everyone's going, whoa, yeah, woo. It's kind of like that. So those are 5 7 3 2 0, and then just hold it. And then kind of play along with the drums and open those notes. And then just before the lesson ends, there's one final section that is a lead section but isn't the solo. So over this section of the song, there is a kind of cool lead harmony which goes like so. We'll start it fast on the first harmony. So played slowly, and the notes are 15, 13, 12 on the high B string, and then the 12, and then 10, and 13. What I'm doing here are called reinforced bends. So if you're going to bend the 15th fret, you can put your index finger on the 13, middle on the 14, ring on the 15, and then you bend with the ring finger, but the index finger kind of bars off any other strings so you don't ring them out accidentally. And what I'm doing here is what's called raking, which is where you... But you don't have to do that just yet, you can just play the one string. Then we have the harmony, which is beneath it on the G string, starting on the 14th fret. So we have 14, 12, 11, and then 11, then 9, 12. You may notice as well, some of the times you can bend towards yourself, and then other times you bend away from yourself. Sometimes it depends on which string you're playing. If you're playing closer to yourself, you bend away. If you're playing further away, you bend towards yourself. It's all whatever gives you the best vibrato. But when you're down here, you can't bend this way because you'll fall off the guitar. So it's more to do with the direction. But if you use different fingers, you might vibrato in a different direction. Like when I use my index, I rock it kind of left to right. Whereas when I bend with 3, I bend it up. Slowly again, 14. 12, 11, and then 11, 9, 12. Then we have the big ending. And that's it. That is Creeping Death by Metallica. So there you have it. That was Creeping Death by Metallica from the album Ride the Lightning. What do you think? Is it hard? Is it easy? Which other songs from Metallica should we do videos on? I don't know. Let us know in the comment section below. Like the video, because then at least me and Marty know that you like it when we do stuff like this. Come on over to my channel, Jamie Slays, if you want to learn how to play more metal riffs and the solo to this song when I get around to posting the video. Thanks again, Marty, for having me on your channel. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to Marty's channel because he does such great stuff for the guitar community. And if you like metal riffs, come on over and subscribe to Jamie Slays. Like the video, comment down below telling us what you thought, and we'll see you again very soon for some more metal riff lessons. Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you again, Jamie Slays, for coming on and guesting, doing the metal. Check out his channel in the description below. He's got a bunch of great stuff. And thanks for supporting Marty Music. We'll see you guys again. Take care.